Hey guys, I hope you're doing well tonight. I wanted to do an update following my previous video discussing on how to use Bitconnect's platform. So just a little bit of recap. With this platform, you use your Bitcoins to exchange it for Bitconnect coins, which are invested into this platform's Bitconnect trading bot. This basically allows you to invest a certain amount of Bitcoins and you get an interest rate. Now, the rate of interest that you get is based on the Bitcoin volatility software and the trading bot that they use. Depending on the amount you invest, you can get an extra added flat interest fixed rate. And over here in this calculator, I show the principal amount of invested, $1,050 US. Now the interest rate, it gives you an average for a whole 30-day average, plus the fixed rate of 0.1 based on this investment amount, and the term length is 239. Now, getting the amount is your total profit would be for this amount after 239 days, 8 months. You get $2,634.97. The return on investment is 250.95%. So total profit with principal, the principal is what you invested. This is $3,684.97. This is an interesting return. This is pretty great. I've ran the numbers for the different investment breaks. And I've mentioned in my last video that the best or highest rate of return is if you're investing over $1,000, like $1,010 that break. However, that's not true. The best is up to 1,000. So when you do $100 to $1,000, and the term length is 299, your actually rate of return (ROI) is higher than doing $1,010. However, the volatility interest rate actually fluctuates a lot. So this average might not be as appealing to you or myself personally. I prefer having a fixed interest rate added to it. And I think I'm just going to stick to investing at least 110 to get an extra interest rate added to it. I think that would work a lot better for me, because you see in the end your total profit would be 2,534, for example, versus just 1,000. You would get more. I'm just a little bit going back and forth about this. The term is a little bit longer for just a few more $100. I'm not too sure, to be honest, but what I'll do is actually put an investment that is $1,000 and see what we're gonna get. Now for the update on the investment that I made, $1,050. Now this the time frame or the calendar is based on China's calendar or date. Today is September 10th. Over there in China it's September 11th. Now the interest rate is 0.6 that is 0.26 that is posted. If you recall, since I'm in the investment bracket that I get 0.1 fixed interest rate, technically I should be getting 0.36. Now let's go over here. I'll show you. This is my lending wallet. This is what I received in terms of interest. It gets placed into the lending wallet. And if we go down here, I invested $1,050. Total earned 3.78. Now if you divide 3.78 by 1050 and multiply that by 100 to get your basically the percentage, it would be 0.26%. Actually, not 0.26, 0.36%. And that is exactly what we should be getting. If you remove the fixed interest rate out of it, it would be 0.26, which is exactly what they said here, and we actually made 0.36, and I prefer that. Now, based on tomorrow's interest rate, 0.96, we should be getting a little bit higher, which is great. So 0.96 plus 0.1, I'm supposed to get 1.06, which is pretty interesting. 1.06 percent times 1,050, that is supposed to yield $11.13. That's pretty great. I don't see why we shouldn't go for this platform. I highly recommend trying it out. And what we'll do today is actually I'm gonna invest another 0.25 Bitcoins right now. And I'm going to send these Bitcoins because right now I don't see the point of keeping my Bitcoins just sitting down doing nothing, just hoping for it to go up in value, which is great. Some of you will be like, okay, sure, why wouldn't I just do that rather than putting it on a platform? Well, talking to a few people that have actually used this platform for over a year, they've made their investment in interest a lot faster than expected, some in half the time. So basically what they did is they took a bunch of money and they did a bunch of lending. They broke it down. They didn't put it in one lump sum within a bracket. They broke it down, whether it's $100, several $100s, or several $1,000. And the interest on all of these kick in and they add up very quickly. So I highly recommend trying that strategy. I'm going to try it myself and I'll do videos updating you guys on how that's going. So if anybody is willing to try this and use my referral link, I would love it to do a video on it, see how we actually how it works and present it to everybody else. Now moving on to this aspect where you see lender, they give you a score 3 as a total feedback, and trader, this is mainly to show your score in terms of a member on the platform, your activity and your trustworthiness as an active member. So also a lot of the people use the reinvest button to invest all the amount that they get in terms of interest. That way you are increasing the investment every time you get every day on your wallet. So you're increasing your principal. And what that does is actually you're increasing the amount of interest a little bit every time you get interest on the principal. So you get to grow the money you actually invested, and you can get to a point where it snowballs and you actually can make a lot of money. So my Bitcoin that I actually deposit is right here, 0.26, and I'm going to exchange that for Bitconnect coins. And we're gonna go down here. We're gonna convert all my BTC to BCC. Confirm. So the exchange completely went through. I'm gonna do a dashboard. Land Bitcoin Connect. I think that should leave me a little bit to do in terms of hundreds. So I'll do I'll do one more. I'll do several hundred ones. Or actually, how much is I have 1.18 Bitconnects, so 1,000 is 7, obviously. So 200. Oh, so I can barely do 100. So I'll do 100. I'll leave the extra for later. I'll send in some more cash, more Bitcoin in. Yeah. So that's 0.3 is not gonna get me much yet. Not 100 yet. That's like 50 or something. Yeah, barely 50. Okay. So right now we're gonna do these, close them off, and we're gonna refresh. So we have our basic lending. So right now this is the very first transaction, and let me just tell you guys, you get your interest exactly or just around 24 hours from this time. So I only got the interest right after this time period, so yesterday. So I got the interest rate after 8 p.m. 8:36 p.m. So the interest on these two, I'll only get them tomorrow after 10:04 p.m. And so one will be I think we calculated, the interest rate is going to be 1.06 for the one with the extra fixed rate, and that will be $10.07. For the other one, 0.96% times 100 should be 96 cents. So definitely something interesting. This is the idea here, guys. I'll do the reinvestment another day, but basically, see, my lender score went up. I'm not sure how that comes into play later. However, I'll keep updating you guys, and I am looking for somebody to use my referral link. I hope others do. I want to see how that works out and do a video on it, show you exactly what goes on rather than just look what others are doing. And I want to be as transparent as possible on this to show you what's going on. It has worked perfectly. I did get investment interest back, and it's great. So please use my referral, sign up for Quadriga. That helps you use a decent exchange. And yeah, I look forward to your comments, likes, and shares. Thank you very much, guys.